looking a bit grim, but that's why I came out today, for a bit of mood and a bit of peace, because this weather will make no other person go to where I'm headed today. So coming out in the rain to some will be madness. Sorry, I'm just concentrating on the road. But I've got a plan. So the last few times that I've been to Borrowdale Mill, the secret Borrowdale Mill that nobody knows about but everybody knows about, last time I went, it was so dry I couldn't even take a picture. I literally went and just came home. So with it bucketing down now, I'm hoping that the stream that feeds the mill and goes past it will be flowing quite well. So that's the plan. Whether it pulls off or not, who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. But we're going to get down there. I'll get some waterproofs on, walk down. I've got a large fishing umbrella that I like to put when I'm in shelter like the mill. I can put this fishing umbrella under the trees and give us a really nice bit of dry cover. And then if it carries on raining, I can still take shots. It'll just add to the mood. It'll wet all the rocks and the moss. It'll just look really sweet. So that is the plan. And I'll meet you down there. So I've landed in Borrowdale Valley and I've got exactly what I wanted. It's absolutely miserable. But as you can see, absolute miserable. I parked under a tree, so I'm nice and dry. Getting all my kit together and we're going to head down to the mill, the secret mill. And hopefully my plan will be successful and we'll have a nice flowing river through the mill. So let's get down there, get soaking wet, and I'll get you back on when we land at the mill. Just a little tip for everyone. We've got the white houses in Borrowdale Valley and the mill is just over that ridge. So make your way further down and then you can walk around on the mills over there. You'll have to go and find it. Water flow. So if you're wondering, hey Carl, why are you out in the rain, you idiots? It's because I've come well prepared. So I've got my fishing umbrella covering my bag, food, clean clothes, you name it, it's under there. If you need anything, see Kyle. But yeah, got that set up. You're under a tree for a little bit of shelter. And I've got the camera set up here with a classic cascade wheel in the centre. This gnarly tree on the right. And because it's end of summer, I've got these nice oak leaves just hanging over like a little canopy. Beautiful. So that'll give me a nice little frame around the shot. I'll do 2 exposures. I'll do a long exposure for the water, well, around a second maybe, because it's not flowing that strong, so probably around a second. And then I'll freeze frame the leaves with, like, I don't know, 100th of a second shot or something, just to freeze the leaves. It's on ISO 64 f11, so I'll get nice depth of field. And yeah, I'm really happy. There's not a soul around. Got the place to myself, because it's raining in the Lake District, and who comes out in the rain? Me. But I wanted water for one. I've got water, and I wanted isolation, which I've got, because kids have gone back to school, everyone's happy, and there's not a soul here. So I'm got my gear. I can stay here for a good few hours, sit under the umbrella if the rain starts getting heavier. Awesome. I actually want the rain to get a bit heavier, just so it starts coming from the hills around and starts to feed the river a little bit more. So I'm confident in another hour, 2, because it is raining constantly, that we are going to get some more rainflow. Water flow. Right, so I'll get on and take this first image, and you know the drill. I'll put it up if it's any good. Right, I'm just going to take you on a little bit of a tour of some of the nicest little spots and angles from here. So obviously you've got this classic view, which is the one I just took then, which is the one with the tree on the right. And then you don't have this all year round, but you've got a nice canopy at the minute. Normally you've got the branch of that tree that just goes over the mill. So that's a nice little capture. You've got the water in the foreground, so I'm going to do a vertical comp of that. I'll do a pano and get the tree, the water, everything in from left to right. So I'll do that one. If you just make your way over to the left into the river itself, so you've got the flow of the water going up like that. You can capture the tree on the mill. That's another composition. You've obviously got a vertical format going from the mill down to these falls here. That's a third composition. If you're wondering, by the way, why I've got boots on instead of wellies, knowing that it was going to be wet, it's because this place is treacherous on twisting your ankle, so I always recommend wearing a good pair of ankle boots. And if you make your way over to this side, I'm now under that gnarly tree. You've got more of a view like that. Unfortunately, the leaves, where are we? The leaves on this tree, in the winter you can't see any of that. Leaves on the tree give you a good view of the mill. But it'll be something new to photograph. I'm sure it'll give a little bit of character. It's just absolutely gorgeous here. And then what I do is make my way over this gnarly tree and make my way up. Now, this isn't going to be possible at this time of year, but I normally get a shot smack bang centre like that with the 16 to 35 on, you can get all that to the left and all that to the right. I'll just put on screen now a shot that I took of this in winter a couple of years ago with all the snow on the hills. I'll just put that on screen now for you just to show you that one. And then the last view point that I normally get when I'm here, if I come round to the right hand side, you've got these nice little falls cascading down, and if you get nice and low, you've got the mill on right of screen, and then that fades off. Obviously again, all this foliage is in the way at this time of year, but in the winter, absolutely beautiful with a nice fast flowing river. That's a really nice shot. So I'm under this gnarly tree. I hope you like the last few shots I just put on the screen. So as I did the walkthrough, I went back and took a couple of those shots, which is what you saw. And now I'm currently under the gnarly tree, and that's my view. Absolutely beautiful little composition, tucked right underneath the tree. You've got the water running through the frame. I'll just put on the screen now what I'm looking at. So on the screen, as you can see, I've composed it. Now normally I leave a bit of space, but above the mill there's a bit of foliage which gives us the illusion of space. On either side, to the right and to the left there, I've given enough space to let the mill breathe. And then we've got the river running through the centre as I show you, and we've got some lovely little mossy rocks all scattered around. So the shade in there and the colour on that screen is beautiful. Just to add as well, I don't know what the hell it was because I'm not great on my nature. It looked like a weasel, but I don't think we've got weasels in the UK. Maybe we have. Or a ferret, maybe a ferret. I'll put it on the screen what it actually was. But as you can see from this phone footage, managed to capture it as it was darted in and out of the water and swimming. Beautiful sight to see. So it's that quiet here and that isolated, you get all that type of wildlife, so it's beautiful. Loads of birds of prey knocking around, just gorgeous place. One of my favourite places in the lakes. And yeah, not that many people come. Well, every time I've ever been here, there's never been anyone here. I've managed to have it to myself every single time, and it's somewhere I think you need to have to yourself because it's that serene and that beautiful. You just need that time for yourself. This helps my mental health massively. I've got quite a stressful job, and everyone has stress in their life, family and things like that. So to come to a place like this, it just erases all my stresses, all my anxieties. And yeah, I think I should come here more often, definitely. But anyway, I'll stop waffling. I'll take this shot now and I'll show you the result. Right, so that's me done at Borrowdale Secret Mill. Not so secret mill. Absolutely beautiful. Love this place. I'll just put up a shot now. I'll just put up a shot now of when myself and Jade came here I think it was last summer maybe. A little experiment we did in the dark. I put a load of flashes around the rocks. It was probably midnight, 11 o'clock midnight, pitch black, beautiful clear sky. Had Jade just stood here with a lantern and a witch's cloak on and just played around with some exposures. It wasn't the best, but it's worth putting up on the screen just to show you the things we get up to. I'm sure Jade's over the moon at my little plans and ideas. But anyway, she's a good sport, love it a bit. But yeah, the light's coming and going, the rain has stopped, but I got what I wanted. I got a nice water flow. I did want it a little bit more than this, but you can't have everything, can you? So, from my little shelter and myself, catch you next week.